Okay, so now we're going to render this. We're going to use, instead of the classic sky, we're going to use also what is called a HDR image. We're going to create a dome around the object, and the dome will inherit an image that will illuminate also the scene. This is Photoshop, and this is the image we're going to use. It's a type of image, HDR, point HDR. So we're going to use this one. I send it to you guys. So let me close Photoshop. First of all, we're gonna create a plane here. So we create the surface plane, which is set here in the middle. As you know, we scale it up so it becomes the floor. Okay, we're gonna have several materials, as you imagine. If we go to Window, Render Editors, and Hypershade, we're gonna have Hypershade window. You can also go to the shortcut here, and we're gonna set the materials. We're gonna go to Options as well. We're gonna have to press in Render using Mental Array instead of this. Some of you guys didn't have it, you happen to tell me. So what you have to do is go to Windows, Setting Preferences, and Plugin Manager. And within the Plugin Manager, you should have this option down in the bottom. I think it's called here Maya 2 MR, Maya 2 Mental Array MR. You need to have those two click and say close here in order to have afterwards Mental Array as an option here. So we press Mental Array here, and as you know, it chooses the options in the top. For 2008 version, instead of up here, they're in one tab, all vertically located, but it's exactly or quite similar. As you will see, the indirect lighting is at the bottom, etc., etc. For common, we're going to do the format. We don't touch that. Sorry, we go down to presets instead of 680. We were changing here to 1500, 1200. We can do just press here and say HD 720. That's it, and we go to the indirect lighting. It's going to take a while, so we're going to create three materials here. We'll see right now in a bit. Mental Array, as you know, 2008 version. You click here to Mental Array nodes, and then you create three materials. There we go. So you go afterwards to Mental Array and set three materials. X, just here. I zoom out, place it here, and 1, 2, 3. That's only 2. Another one, 3. And we're gonna give them 2 there. But let's finish this rendering options. In indirect lighting, we're gonna create this guy here instead of physical sun, sky. And it's gonna create, as you will see, well, first of all, this guy that we're gonna be able to touch as if it was a material to check their its properties. And if we minimize, this guy stays here in the bottom left. What we have done by clicking here on create, we have done a dome that we can tell it to inherit an image now. We can say, for example, for that dome, if you have unclicked it, you can click the dome and it has all the properties in the attribute editor again. You can say here in the image based lighting attributes in the Mental Array shape one, you can press the folder and search for the HDR that I have sent you. Say open. Immediately, as you can see, the dome takes the image that we have placed. We can say here for now angular. We'll see other options in the future. That's one you should change from sphere to angular, but for now it doesn't really matter much. You can select the dome and rotate and place. This dome is going to do is for the interior. Let's minimize this. Well, let's get inside and press one of these guys to zoom here. Anyway, it's for the camera. What it's going to do basically is illuminate from the lighter areas of the dome to the scene, and it's going to create a different shading attitudes to the scene depending on where the light is in the dome. So yeah, it's very nice. Take the options again. We have created here And for the quality, we normally go into in triangle. We can just go here, say instead of draft in the quality presets, we can just go and say production. And it changes many things, and we'll see that other things we're going to be able to change. For now, just set in production is good. Close. And in the app we now, of course, um, let me get F to this. There we go. I'm selecting the two surface, one, shift the other one, and I'm gonna right click on the first one, assign material. Great, we press this and it goes to that material here. We call it surface 1, and the preset we can put for now just whatever satinated, no, just I don't know, matte finish for now. And what we can go is change a little bit to a lighter color like gray, and go down and just give it a little bit of transparency here, just 1.10, whatever, it's fine. The next one is going to be the floor. We touch the floor, right click on the material and assign material to selection, and we select the material. We change this and we call it floor X, and the preset, I don't know, we can use a matte finish as well, and just go up to the color and put it also quite light. And okay, good. The next one is going to be the structure. So instead of selecting all of these guys, which could be quite a pain, that's a good reason to have a good layer management. We select all the structures here and right click on this guy and assign material to layers. There we go. I don't know if it's doing it. I'm just gonna right click, assign material to layers. I'm gonna close this. We'll press here. We have here these options. We call it metal and X probably, and the presets we can use satinated metal, replace. No objects made. Once again, this guy. Presets satinated. There we go. And we leave the color for now. We can close this guy. Takes for a second, and then we can just locate ourselves in a position to see what happens. I'm going to pause it, it's taking a lot of memory. Open the window and render it out, and I'll pause it. Okay, so this is what happens. It's not much, but as you can see, the metal pieces are taking light from the. We haven't placed any light, and even though it has all these shadings and all these qualities, so now we probably want to get rid of the. Sometimes we want to get rid of that background. Let's close this, and what we need to do is select the dome by clicking on it and going to here, and in render stats under mentor array shape 1, we need to unclick the first one. If we do the thing, I'll pause it again and render it. Okay, let's minimize this, put it away. So we have the reflections, and the background has disappeared, which is good. Now we can go to the options again for rendering and create in indirect lighting also the physical sun and sky. So we have again the sun direction here, as other times we have done. What we can do is click here the sun direction and change the parameters that we know. For example, we can do the multiplier. Since we have the light of the dome, we probably want to reduce this to much lower, like 0.4 or something. I think the shadows would be nice too. So you know how to do all these things. In shadow softness under the Mia physical sun, you can create this and say 5 and say here increment the samples, and I think it should be doing it. Another thing I will do probably is just fix a little bit the floors. We don't see that detail of the horizon, no. But let's render it, and hopefully we'll see a nice quality detail there. Rendering window, and we render. I'll pass it. Okay, this result I think looks pretty good for now. This is a good moment to talk about how to put the camera correctly so the image doesn't cut the top, and it's a good way to just press this guy here and you see it's cutting that piece, so we could have actually worked out that a little bit better. But we will see cameras more in detail, and we can see that. Okay, I hope you like this tutorial.